Welcome back to Drive Your Journey. I'm your host, Fred Arnold. I'm joined by Mashi Rahmani. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You are the CEO of MMC HR.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Tell us about your journey and your story on helping entrepreneurs really drive their journey.
Sure. I worked for NASA Space Center for 10 years in Houston, Texas, during the glorious years in the 70s.
That must have been fun.
It was lots of fun, rubbing shoulder with astronauts every day. Nonetheless, when I moved to California in the early 80s, I was trying to figure out a job or to do something. And I thought, I spoke to a couple of physicians and I asked them, what is your biggest headache? Because also in my younger years, I studied pre-med. So they said the biggest headache is dealing with employees. So I thought, wow, what if I create a company, because I've studied management and I knew how to deal with people. I said, what if I create a company and take the headaches of dealing with employee issues away from them so they can focus on practicing medicine?
Right, and that's so important, especially in the state of California, right?
You tell me.
Didn't you say to me earlier, if you could do business in the state of California, you could do business anywhere?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
This is the most litigious environment, most litigious state. There are more attorneys here probably than the whole country.
Right.
And many of them that are just trying to make a buck off of every issue, that being legitimate or not.
Right.
Not that I'm putting down attorneys, but I think...
Well, some aren't as good, and some do that.
They are not, unfortunately, they are not honest and sincere.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we create a buffer for the entrepreneurs and business people to be able to focus on their core business and not to be worried about getting sued or getting liability issues or workers' comp claims and whatever those bogus and unfortunate claims are. Yeah. We try to be that buffer there.
Now, I'll throw a question at you. We didn't talk about this earlier. What are some of the biggest, if you will, pitfalls or areas that entrepreneurs can really get in trouble if they're not watching it?
Yes. Any businessman or woman who wants to get started, they go to school to become, a physician, or they go to become a designer or a tailor or a baker, or they want to open up a restaurant. They always want to be good at what they have learned and what they have studied. But then, as soon as they start hiring people, they have this huge list of compliance and labor laws and tax laws and so forth and so on, dealing with employee issues. Do you have an employee handbook, or do you have posters, this, that?
Are you tracking when they clock in and clock out? Are they taking their breaks?
Exactly. All of those headaches deters people that they want to be entrepreneur, which is the base and core of our country here, to advance with creative ideas. Therefore, we take all the headaches, all the non-revenue generating function of the business.
That is the key to what you just said. The non-revenue generating items.
Yes.
Sometimes entrepreneurs, and myself included in the early days, got so sucked into doing what we all have a genius in life, right? That we're really good at. And we get sucked into doing something different than our genius.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. If your time worth, let's say, $500 an hour, and if you have to spend that on dealing with non-essentials, with someone who says, oh, I was sexually harassed or I fell down at the workplace or whatever, you're losing, every hour you're losing $500, which you could have spent on growing your business.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we bring to the table.
And also, I'm assuming you bring a lot of prevention to the table.
Well, we do a lot of preventive medicine. What we do, we make sure that you are remaining healthy and focused so you can be making more money and enjoy what you do rather than regretting what you do.
Absolutely, absolutely. We only have a few more minutes, but 3 tips, and you're a man of great wisdom. 3 tips and pieces of advice you'd give an entrepreneur out there.
Well, one of my pet peeves is purity of motive. If you have pure motives, you will succeed in life. But more than that, I'll say consult with the right people, surround yourself with the right choices of people that will give you good advice. also focus on core business. Grow what you're good at rather than minutia. So allow those that are experts to take care of those. You don't want to be a mechanic of your car.
That's
you
correct.
want the dealership to take care of your car. And if you want to cut costs and be able to advance yourself, outsource the non-essentials.
Yeah, love that. And the one thing you mentioned to me when we were talking earlier is just kind of spread the love, right?
Yes.
Enjoy what you do and treat people great.
All the time. Giving love is the least you can invest,
Yeah.
but you can get the highest return on investment.
Love that.
Yes.
We're going to finish with that. Those that want to reach out to you, how can they get more information?
Well, the name of the company is MMC HR. So if you go at mmchr.com or dial up 1-800-899-MMCI as an Inc., you can reach out and we'll be happy to consult with you and see if we are a right fit.
Yep, a man of your wisdom everybody could use. Thank you for coming.
We are thankful for having us here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mashi. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Fred.
We're going to jump to a quick break and we'll be right back.